around 150 million people worldwide are likely to be pushed into extreme poverty because of coronavirus pandemic. Says developing countries like India will see a large number of people fall below extreme poverty line. Navilim MLA opines that government should not reopen schools without taking stakeholders into confidence. Force concurs saying that government did not risk MLA's health and held a one-day budget session. NGOs question government's intention in pushing mega projects in the state in the name of development.
Hello and welcome. I'm Prajwal Desai. Now the news in detail. The coronavirus curve in India is not flattening. The number of single-day cases rose up once again on Wednesday after the nation saw a decline in the last 2 days. The death toll has also risen. In the last 24 hours, more than 900 death cases were reported. On Monday, the single-day deaths were 884.
A single-day jump of 72,049 COVID-19 cases were reported in India. In last 24 hours, 986 deaths were reported and 81,787 patients have recovered. India has reported 67,57,132 COVID-19 positive cases till date, and the active cases have crossed 9.7 lakh mark. 1,04,555 deaths are reported and 57,44,693 patients have recovered. Here are 5 worst hit coronavirus states. Maharashtra is leading with 14.65 lakh mark of COVID-19 cases, followed by Andhra Pradesh 7.28 lakh, Karnataka 6.55 lakh, Tamil Nadu 6.32 lakh and UP 4.22 lakh. More than 3 lakh cases were reported worldwide in single day. The global cases have reached 3.60 crore. 10.54 lakh deaths are reported and 2.71 crore have recovered. Here are 5 worst hit coronavirus nations. United States is leading with more than 73.41 lakh cases, followed by second worst hit nation India 67.57 lakh cases, Brazil 49.70 lakh cases, Russia 12.87 lakh cases and Colombia with 8.69 lakh cases. Bureau Report GOA 365.
Goa too is reeling under pressure of coronavirus and the government is trying to create awareness on its part. Efforts are underway to share information on the novel coronavirus in various villages. The awareness campaign was held in Tiswadi on Wednesday. An appeal has been made to come forward and donate plasma.
गोंय सरकारान गोंयांत वेगवेगळ्या वाठारांनी सगळ्या सोयींनी सुसज्ज अशी साबार कोविड केअर सेंटरां उबारल्या. थंय सगळ्या जाणांची सरकार व्यवस्थीत काळजी घेता आनी आतां तुमच्याय सहकार्याची गरज आसा. तुम्ही सगळीं जाणां प्लाझ्मा दान करून आमी कोविड दुयेंतीक नवें जीवन दिवंक शकता. त्या खातीर कोविड संसर्गांतल्यान बरे जाल्ल्या व्यक्तींनी प्लाझ्मा दान करूंक मुखार येवची. इत्सूक दात्यांनी लागींच्या मामलेदार कार्यालयान संपर्क करचो. एक सदांच मतीन धरात, जांकां कोरोना दुयेंस जाला ते आमचेच लोक. तांणी कसलोच गुन्यांव करूंक ना. तांकां तुमी आपलेपण दिवचें. कोरोनाक हारोवया, मनीसपण तिगोवया.
तिसवाडी, बार्देस, पेडणे, डिचोली आणि सत्तरी असे 5 तालुके आसात आणि जेतून 6 नगरपालिका आणि जवळ 100 मायज विलेज पंचायती येतात. ह्या सगळे कडेन 2 वेळा ऑलरेडी अनाउन्समेंट केल्ली आसा. जवळ 1000 प्लेसींचेर आमी अनाउन्समेंट केल्ली आसा आणि आता हो 3रो रावंड सुरू जाल्लो आसा तिसवाडी तालुक्यांतल्यान आनीक लोकांचो आमकां खूब बरो प्रतिसाद मेळटा.
The coronavirus pandemic has really hit hard. COVID-19 is now not only certain about the deaths or serious illness, it's now more about the economy and job losses due to the pandemic. Now, the World Bank has predicted that as many as 150 million people are likely to be in extreme poverty because of the coronavirus pandemic. Countries like India will see a significant number of people fall below the extreme poverty rate.
India has suffered worst due to coronavirus pandemic. It's second worst hit coronavirus nation and also one of the worst hit economic nation. Indian economy was already derailed due to demonetization and improper implementation of GST. Now, The coronavirus pandemic has left Indian economy to crumble further. Many job losses were witnessed due to COVID-19 lockdown and many people were left with no income. The World Bank said countries will have to prepare for a different economy post-COVID by allowing capital, labor, skills and innovation to move into new businesses and sectors. Pandemic would push an additional 88 million to 115 million people into extreme poverty this year. The total would rise to as many as 150 million by 2021. It would depend on the severity of the economic contraction. It would represent a regression to the rate of 9.2% in 2017. If the pandemic did not exist, the poverty rate would have been expected to drop to 7.9% in 2020. Pandemic and global recession may cause over 1.4% of the world's population to fall into extreme poverty. Countries need to prepare for a different economy post-COVID. It should allow capital, labor, skills and innovation to move into new businesses and sectors to avoid this serious setback. New poor will be in countries that already have high poverty rates. Middle income countries will see significant numbers of people live below the extreme poverty line. About 82% of the total will be in middle income countries. Bureau Report, GOA 365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Mega projects are being pushed into Goa in the name of development. But do we need them? For whom these benefits are bought? And who will face the loss? These questions are unanswered by the government, alleged NGOs and civic society.
The peace march carried out on 2nd October against double tracking and coal handling got a very good response. Now, Goa's Awaaz had decided to create awareness of how double tracking and coal handling would pose a threat to people.
जेन्ना आमचो 2 तारखेलो प्रोग्राम पीस मार्च सक्सेसफूल जालो, there has been overwhelming response from the people and request to come to their villages. So आयज आमी कणसावली आयल्या आनी तांकां सगळें एक्सप्लेन केलां how this conspiracy has been planned by the crony capitalists with active blessings of people in power, right from the coal that is being brought from Australia by this crony capitalist like Adani, how MPT is being misused for transporting this coal, आणि हाव हे आमचे पळय डबल ट्रॅकिंग म्हणटा ते फोटी मारले आमचे पळय लिडर आसा निवडून हाडलेले ते फोटी मारता तर इट इज फॉर पॅसेंजर. टुडे वी हॅव डिसायसिवली शोन विथ प्रूफ की दिस इज टू ट्रान्सफर 136 मिलियन टन पर इयर जो येवपाचो आसा पळय तो इतको कोवसो, आनी हो कोवसो डबल ट्रॅकिंगाक लागून घरांच न्ही आमचे टेम्पल्स आनी इगर्जी आनी मॉस्कूत न्ही म्हळ्यार हें आमचें हेल्थ जें आसा हे आमचें एनवायरमेंट आसा आमचीं शेतां भाटां दोंगर हे सगळें पिड्यार जावपाचें आसा. दिस मुवमेंट इज जस्ट गोईंग टू ग्रो पॅन गोवा एंड वी वील शो द ऑथॉरिटीज इफ यू डोंट कॅन्सल दीस बेटर लेट दॅन नेवर जाल्यार दॅट वील सावंड द डेथ नेल ऑफ अ विलेजीस एंड वी वील नॉट कीप क्वायट.
आमच्यो न्हंयो न्हंयो तांणी वेल्यो. आतां तांणी हालीं बील पास केलां मेजर पोर्ट्स ऑथॉरिटी बील. पोर्टाक तांणी डायरेक्ट ऑटोनॉमी दिल्या. सो गोंयचे भितरूच MPT इज बिकमिंग अ स्टेट विदीन अ स्टेट. हें कित्या खातीर? हें सगळें पोर्ट्सां व्हरपा खातीर. आमच्या बेतलांत तांणी पोर्ट घालता म्हटलां. कित्याक तो पोर्ट? हे नाका जाल्ले वस्तू हाडून व्हरपाक. हें फकत 2 ते 3 मनशांक फायदो करूंक. आमकां ताचो कांय फायदो ना.
When people ask questions to Union Minister Prakash Javadekar, he says, shift these questions to the Chief Minister. We ask for information, but they are not ready to speak. Who will benefit from this development? Asked social and environment activist Father Bolmax Pereira.
There are 3 projects, developmental projects passing through Western Ghats, that is at Mole. आमचे सागरमाला येयल्लो आहा. आमच्यो रिवर्स नॅशनलायज केल्ल्यो आहा. प्लस नाव आतां मेजर पोर्ट ट्रस्ट बील वेर MPT is becoming the focus and MPT is having uncontrollable power. So even मेलावली थिंगासोर सरकार आमकां जायते डिवेलपमेंटाच्या नांवान जायते दिता. बट हो डिवेलपमेंट खरेंच आमकां काय कोणाक हो प्रश्न आयज पडलेलो आहा.
Hiru Male for GOA 365 from Kasavli.
The Congress says that Mormugao Planning and Development Authority is misguiding people over the Navy's NOC issue and using the Supreme Court card to put people's fear in builders' mind. The party says it has no issue with the radius, but wants the local people to get NOC within a month's time.
Congress delegation led by Vice President Sankalp Amonkar submitted a memorandum over the NOC issue to MPDA Member Secretary Ashok Kumar.
एक जो मनीस रिटायर जाता तो बाबा खंयच्या तरी फ्लॅटान भाड्याक रावलेलो आसता इतली वर्सां तो आपले रिटायरचे पयशे घेवन बाबा एक प्लॉट घेतलेलो आसता तेणें सांकवाल एरियान चिकालीम एरियान बोकमालो एरियान आनी थंयसर तो घर बांदता जाल्यार तेजे एक वर्स जालें आतां तेका थंयसर परमिशन मेळना तेका बँकेचो इंट्रस्ट भरचो पडटा तेजी आख्खी जी मेहनत तेणें केलेली 60 वर्सांची जे ते पयशे तेका जे येयलेले आसा ते सगळे इन्वेस्ट करून तो आयज थंयसर फसलेलो आसा अशे लोक थंय रडपाक लागलेले आसा सो हांव मागता कितें जाता इतले बेगीन पीडीएन 30 दिसां भितर हांकां सगळ्यांक एनओसी दिवपाचे रूल काडचो 30 डेसा भितर बाबा हांकां सगळ्यांक एनओसी दितले म्हणून आमी.
Sankalp said if the MPDA is going to Supreme Court, the case will not stand the scrutiny as MPDA has given in writing that it would abide by Navy's rule.
जेन्ना गव्हर्मेंट दोन्ही कडेन सेंट्रलाक आनी स्टेटाक जेन्ना बीजेपीचो गव्हर्मेंट आसा आनी तुमचेच मनीस आसा जाल्यार तुमी सुप्रीम कोर्टान कित्याक वयपाक सोदता तुमी एक डेलिगेशन घ्या तुमचे आनी तुमचे बाबा मिनिस्टराक मेळा आनी जो डिफेन्स मिनिस्टर स्टेट मिनिस्टर आसा तो आमचो गोंयचो आसा श्रीपाद नाईक तुमी एक डेलिगेशन घ्या आनी ही जी रेडियस केलेली आसा 4 किलोमिटर ही रेडियस कमी करून घ्या. आयज हे सुप्रीम कोर्टान वयपाक सोदता म्हणटा पळय ते फक्त लोकांच्या दोळ्यांनी धूल घालपाचे प्रयत्न करता.
Member Secretary of Murugaon Planning and Development Authority said the Navy has not issued a single NOC till now, even though around 45 applications have been submitted to it.
People are suffering, they say, and they said that going to Supreme Court is waste as per their opinion, but it was an authority decision. See, we are abiding Honorable High Court decision. What are the permissions within 4 kilometer radius? As per the High Court judgment, we are insisting to obtain that NOC from Navy. The only issue is what we have filed in the Supreme Court and all the decision is the earlier applications which was taken 15th October, prior to 15th October 2019, those who are coming for revision and renewal, those cases how to deal. So learned AG we moved a note earlier and learned AG said for any relaxation that thing you have to approach Supreme Court.
The Congress Vice President cited another legislation by which Murugaon Port will not require any permission from the Murugaon Planning and Development Authority to do any work.
पोर्ट जर बिल पास जालें जाल्यार फाल्यां पोर्ट सुद्दां म्युनिसिपालिटीचे परमिशन घेवपाना पीडीएचे परमिशन घेवपाना कोणाचेच परमिशन घेवपाना आयज जो इनकम थोडो म्युनिसिपालिटी घेता एमपीटीचो बील तो सगळो बंद जातलो हे बिल पास जाल्लेलें आसा फुडें आनी 1-2 म्हयन्यान जेन्ना हो लॉ कायदो लागू जातलो जाल्यार 1 रुपया म्हणटा तो आयज बेनिफीट मेळपाना लोकल ऑथॉरिटीजाक बेनिफीट मेळपाना.
Hiro Mahale for GOA 365 from Vasco.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. Navilim MLA and former Chief Minister Luizinho Falheiro is of the opinion that the government should not reopen schools without taking stakeholders into confidence. Convener of Forum for Rights of Children's Education, Savio Lopez says that the government did not convene the assembly session for more than a day for the fear of coronavirus and how it can now risk the students' life.
Luizinho said Goa government imposed a lockdown when there was not a single COVID-19 case. Now, Goa has many cases, hence it is not fair to reopen schools at present.
आयज आमी समजून घेवपाक गरज आहा गोंयांत जूंय एक पूण कोरोना व्हायरस केस नाहली तेन्ना आमी लॉकडावन केलो 1 म्हयनो आतां केसीस वाडत आहाय आनी म्हजे नदरेन एकट्या म्हयन्याक नोव्हेंबर आनी ऑक्टोबर will be very difficult times for Goa. आमी जो फॅसिलिटीज तयार केले आमगेल्यो जावं कोवीड हॉस्पिटल्स कोवीड केअर सेंटर्स sometimes they are overfull. People are treating them at their own houses. So government of India preparing the SOPs and giving instructions to open the schools for school children, I feel is patently wrong, unjust and condemnable. If at all you want to start as schools, you consult the stakeholders. There are parent-teachers associations. There are students' bodies. There are other bodies at the primary level, at the secondary level, at the high school level, at the college level, at the university level. Unless and until you consult the stakeholders, you cannot impose your views to start and reopen the schools and colleges. It is unjust. It is patently wrong.
सर नावेली 10 ते 12,000 भुरगीं शिकतात. तुम्ही अलाव करतलो इस्कॉलान?
Naveli, I already had a meeting with the government primary school, Rosary Primary School, the Perpetual Sagar Primary School, Rosary High School, Rosary High Secondary, Rosary College and Perpetual Sagar Convent High School. I had a meeting for two reasons. One was, since these are very difficult times for the students and for the teachers of the institution, and as you have rightly said, Goa has, Naveli is the center of education. It's got nearly 10,000 student community. And therefore my concern was, during this COVID times, difficult times, how to reach out the students and the students' parents and the colleges through internet. So I called a meeting of all the principals and headmasters. I also called a meeting of the IT department, Government of Goa, and IT department of Government of Goa was asked to call all the stakeholders who are involved in providing the connectivity. So we discussed for nearly 3 hours how to provide a better connectivity, how to improve the existing connectivity in and around Naveli. At the same time, the students are not from Naveli alone. They are coming from Kunkolin, they are coming from other places. How to reach out to the students? Before we start the schools, we will take a final decision. But right now, everybody is working in that direction. So as far as Naveli is concerned, I feel we should ask the student community, we should ask their parents, and we should ask the managements.
Convener of Forum for Rights of Children's Education, Xavier Lopez, said if schools are opened and if any student is found to be COVID positive, the school will have to be closed down. He said this will go on each time a new case is detected.
म्हणजे कोंतान इस्कॉलां कॉमेर्स करपाक जायना हे टायमाक, कित्याक आमचे सरकार आसा तो तेमी आजून आपल्यागेले फॅसिलिटीज ऑर प्रोटोकॉल SOP रेडी ना, आनी SOP रेडी आहा जाल्यार देखून इट इज इम्पॉसिबल टू इम्प्लिमेंट SOP इन गोवा. The SOP central government kota, according to the education guidelines, you are supposed to have only 20 students in a class. आमचे इस्कॉलान 50-60 students आसा. हुई बसयतले, कितकोन social distancing करतले, कितकोन hygiene सांबाळटले. मुझे कोंतान there should be no reopening of school at all for this academic year. आणि secondly, if at all करपाक जाय जाल्यार for 10th आणि 12th तेंच्यान थोडे गायडलायन्स घेवन पेरंट्सांकडे कन्सल्ट करून एक सिस्टम करपाक जाता. म्हणजे कोंतान आजून गोंयांत डिक्लायन ना. ग्राफ तो चोयलो, डेथ रेट सेम आसा ओ वाडटा. न्यू केसीस इदर वाडटा और सेम आसा. आमचो सरकार देखून चोयलो जाल्यार तांकां एसेंब्लीक देखून घेवपाक बिल्ले ते कोविडाक लागून ते आहा फकत 40, तेंगे सोशल डिस्टन्सिंग आहा, पूण ते एसेंब्लीक घेवंक ना बियोन. बट भुरग्यांगे लायफ ते विस्कार घालपा रेडी आसा.
Ramesh Naik Raut for Goa 365 from Naveli.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log into our website www.goa365.tv. Follow us on Facebook Goa 365 TV and subscribe onto our YouTube channel Goa 365 TV, or download our app on both Android as well as iPhone to watch it on your mobile. Keep watching.